Hey, good morning and happy Wednesday and happy May. Hey, welcome to another beautiful day here in Palm Harbor. I'm Pastor Chris Ireland, and this another poolside chat. Hey, this is not a question I got this week per se, but it is one that has come up over the years. And it's come to the forefront. If you watch the news or heard people talk, all of a sudden it seems like everyone's talking about Roe versus Wade, Roe v. Wade. Abortion is coming to an end. And I wanted to tell people what I am. Now, as a Christian, as a believer in God, as a follower of the Bible, I am pro-life. I don't know if I say I'm anti-abortion, but I'm definitely pro-life. And there's something I wanted to answer, which is why. So I did a Google search this morning while I was at work, and the term I put in was biblical reasons for abortion. Basically, what does the Bible say about abortion? Why it's for it. And it came up with a couple. The only biblical verse they gave was in Exodus 23. And it talks about when a mother, through violence, has a miscarriage. And the man is guilty of destroying, has to pay like property for the child, the lost fetus. But has to pay much more for the woman. So a fetus, so the argument goes, the child was not as worth as much as the woman. I think it's a little disingenuous based on ancient law and how men, women, and children were treated and looked upon, but that's the argument. What I found interesting was I looked at biblical reasons against abortion. Same results came up. It's really interesting because there are a lot of biblical arguments, and what I wanted to do was to share those with you. So why am I against abortion? For life, I guess, is a better way to put it. And in the Bible, God shows how valuable life is. It starts with humans. So these are adult humans that God likes, sentient beings. But through Scripture, you see that He is for human life, even at conception. And we see this throughout Scripture. There's no one verse, but there are many, many, many verses. We see it first in Jeremiah 1:5. Hope I'm right. Jeremiah, my Bible. But in Jeremiah chapter 1, where it says, "You knew me in my mother's womb." The implication is that the me that God knew was a human being, a person. We see it in Psalm 139, which is quoted a lot. "I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I was made in secret. You knitted my parts together." But the me, the talk of God is that this is a human that's in the womb. You can look in Luke, where God talks about Mary when God conceives, she conceives Jesus, the child. We see it with Elizabeth, where God talks about the baby. And then most evidently, is when Mary goes to visit Elizabeth. And it says the baby in Elizabeth's belly leaped for joy. There was no distinction between tissue or anything other than a baby. And that's how it was, that's how it is in God's eyes. So as a follower of God, I can be nothing else than pro-life and see pregnancy and people as people babies before they're born. So I'm not saying anything on the argument of Roe v. Wade, on all the current stuff going on. There's a lot there, but that's not what I want to talk about, because the question was, what do I think? Do I condemn people for getting an abortion? I don't, and that's just the truth. I really honestly don't condemn them. I believe, from what I've seen, it is a desperate act at a particularly desperate time. And that's really how I see it. That's opinion. But the point is I don't condemn people. But if you ask me, will I support abortion? Absolutely not. What do I think of it being the law of the land? I don't know. That's not an argument I get into. But what I do proclaim and support is I do support life. And I do that because God, in the words He revealed to us, supports life, which is in the womb, which is a baby, which is a human. I hope this kind of gets at least the biblical side of this, and for me, how I understand it. So that's what I got, and I just want to get this out there while this argument is raging right now. All right, guys, keep these questions coming. I will get to more of them next Wednesday. Remember, let your friends know every Wednesday and Saturday. We are here on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at FL Compass Church. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you Saturday.